What I'd like you to see on the Special Olympics side is what consultants really do. To understand what the objectives are, you need to understand the context, much like our consultants do. The beginning of any consulting engagement, the senior people who've been involved in selling the work and who've often worked at that client before will give you some context. So you'll get to see team meetings, you'll get to see us form some hypotheses. You'll see what associates really do. We're trying to highlight a lot of the new younger people on the team so that just as when you first join a consulting firm, you'll see what those folks do. You'll see them interviewing people. You'll see them interacting in team meetings. You'll see them bouncing ideas off. You can imagine yourself in that same situation and ask yourself if that's the sort of thing that you would enjoy. Those are the kind of people you'd like to work with. And that gives you a way to evaluate whether consulting is a good fit for you.
A lot of times not-for-profits will go out and say, wait, could you do something pro bono? And you get, frankly, what you pay for. With Booz, it's been completely a business relationship. We are a client. We're not a charity. The consulting work is an engagement. It's not a sidelight. When I talk to our board members, CEOs or world-class Olympic athletes, the thing they continually say to me is, man, those guys are really giving us first-rate work. And when you talk to the Booz Allen people that have been here, they know Special Olympics because they've studied it.
The strategic goal of Special Olympics is to double the number of its athletes by the year 2005, but very explicitly they will say quality growth.
How do we develop programs globally in order to make that happen? We have terrific technology needs out there on the local level, at the regional level, at the global or international level. And so another piece of the project is looking specifically at what are those information technology needs, what's an information technology strategy for Special Olympics.
It's a very typical piece of work in that it is for 14 weeks and also consistent with most of the work that we do. The first roughly third is spent around baselining, understanding the situation today, understanding what the issues are, what's working, what's not working, what the gaps are in capabilities, and then we go into more of the detailed design and then ultimately into the planning for going forward.
In general, when you're staffing a job, you're looking at the specific job requirements. What sort of levels of experience, what sort of skills are particularly important in order to be able to execute the assignment well? Who's available? What are their development needs? What sort of role would be appropriate for them? I have to make sure that they're indeed benefiting from this project.
I've been at Booz Allen for all of 4 weeks now. The last day of new hire orientation, we had what we call a career development manager come and speak to the entire group, and then she pulled a subset of us off who are from the New York office, and she said that they'd like to staff me on Special Olympics. The chance to work on this project, I think that was sort of a once-in-a-lifetime deal.
Joni approached me and asked me if I'd be interested in being on the Special Olympics project. The opportunity to have a management experience as a fresh new job manager with such an exciting project, such a large team, seemed really too good to pass up.
This is my first assignment where I'm structuring the work, having a key responsibility for how we approach the work, and being the primary liaison with the Booz Allen job manager and client contacts. I also expect to get a new understanding of ways to approach strategy problems from an IT perspective.
I've been with Booz Allen for 2 years and 3 months now. I came in and worked on a joint IRS job. Then I transferred in and worked with the Small Business Administration here in Washington, D.C. It's been a great opportunity for me to really grow and expand at my own pace.
I'm an associate with Booz Allen. I've been with the firm for about 9 months, so fairly new. The work I've been doing up to this point is just working with a large government client, doing organizational restructuring.
You have to be prepared in consulting in general for the unexpected, because I was still staffed on the other project, and my job manager came and got me and said we needed to speak immediately to my senior mentor, in that they wanted me to fly to Washington the next day for the kickoff meeting.
Consulting wasn't something I was looking for. I was pulled in by friends that also work at Booz Allen. We look at what we did last week or last month and say, you know what? These guys had the same problem. When we start showing the clients new ways of thinking, you just see their eyes light up.
I'm the project manager. I have overall lead responsibility for the teams that are functioning. So both on the program development side as well as on the information technology side. Then in turn, a key part of my responsibility is interaction with the client, conveying to the organization, to the senior staff in particular, what we're doing, what our findings are, what our initial set of recommendations are, and then working with them to adjust as appropriate, get buy-in, and then move forward.
All the team members have attacked this with excitement, enthusiasm, and really a passion to help us realize what we want to realize. And that's refreshing. For us, I think our challenge is to make sure we take full advantage of the resources they bring.